Good morning. All right, good morning and welcome to First Unitarian Universalist. My name is Larry Kruger, and it is my honor to serve on your board of directors. For those of you who are new to us and members and friends who are tuning in from near and far, welcome. We are so grateful to be able to connect with you this morning. We are a community of many faith journeys and beliefs, committed to being deliberately diverse and fully inclusive. We want you to know that whoever you are, you belong here. We are a community that is resilient and committed to healing, does the work that needs to be done, and commits to maintaining and establishing our relationships. Although we have struggled, we have often succeeded in the mission to seek wisdom, build beloved community, and strive for justice in the Richmond area. Let us continue to side with love. So for more information on First UU, please visit our website at richmonduu.org. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, and you can view past services as well as the morning service virtually. And log into services 5 to 10 minutes early, and you can watch the preceding announcements. We also invite you to join us for coffee on Sunday mornings before the 11 a.m. service, so at 10 a.m. in the President's Hall. So a couple special announcements. Next Sunday on Christmas Eve, we will have an 11 a.m. only service, so this will be a Vespers service. It is in-person only, so no plans for virtual on that one. And then at 5:30 p.m. that afternoon, there will be lessons, Christmas carols, cookies, hot cocoa on site here at 5:30. So please bring your favorite cookies to share. Please remember not to put nuts in them, but the people are welcome. And we'll provide the hot cocoa. And then the following Sunday, so this is December 31st, we will be doing two services, 9 a.m. and 11 a.m. as we celebrate Kwanzaa. So look forward to seeing you join us on that service as well. So thank you for being with us today. May this be a comforting, centering, and restorative moment for you.
Good morning. I'm the Reverend Sherman Z. Logan, Jr., and I have the honor of serving this wonderful congregation as your senior minister. And I'm so glad to see all of you here this morning, and you picked a very special day to be here because the youth of our congregation will be presenting the holiday pageant. Why is the nativity story important to Unitarian Universalists, and why we need to tell our story over and over and over. So I'm so glad to see you here this morning, your bright, smiling faces on this very special, special day. It is a tradition here at First UU that we invite those of you who are visiting with us, as you are comfortable, to introduce yourself. So if you are willing, raise your hand. Jamie, the minister of Mike, will come to you, and when she gets to you, please rise and tell us who you are and where you're from. Are there any visitors this morning?
Good morning. Hi, my name is Virginia, and this is Charlotte, my teenager. And I used to attend UU service in Chicago and haven't been here a couple of times, but when my kids were young, it was kind of hard to get down here. We're up in Ashland, but Charlotte wanted to get back to church, and one of my older kids wanted to get back to church, and the fellowship and the activism that I know the Unitarian Church does. So we're happy to be back. Just so many people came up and talked to us already today. That's what I love about this community. So thank you for welcoming us.
Welcome. We're glad that you're here.
My sister's name is Charlotte. Oh, he volunteered you.
Morning, everyone. I am Millie Crisaro. This is my husband, Mike Crisaro. This is our son, Cameron, and our daughter, Brooklyn. We're here with Frank Crisaro and Linda Lutz. We're here as visitors this morning for the wonderful gallery and the coffee morning. So we're just visiting from Chesterfield. We're glad to be here and wanted to wish everyone a happy holidays.
Thank you. Welcome.
Not you.
Hi, I'm Laura Austin. I moved from Charlotte, North Carolina. I attended the UU there and finally got to the point here where I felt like I needed some fellowship with people who I had an affinity with. So I'm happy to be here.
Welcome. Okay. Okay, Jamie, I don't see anyone else. I'd like to invite the folks from gallery to come and make a presentation, and then afterwards we would stand to greet our neighbors and welcome our visitors.
Good morning, everybody. Can you hear me? How does this one work? Okay, this year we held Gallery 56. That means this congregation has been putting on the best art show and sale in Richmond for 56 years. And when I say this congregation, I mean over 183 of us working multiple shifts and multiple jobs in gallery. That includes, and please stand when I call you, my co-directors. That would be Miriam Daughtry, Ginger Clark, Rachel Lawrence, and Robin Pratt. And Laura Hastings was unable to join us this morning. So that is our sixth team member. We also have 25 co-chairs of all the various committees that make Gallery happen. Co-chairs, could you stand? And then, of course, we couldn't do it with just this small team. We have many, many volunteers, so if you are a volunteer for Gallery, please stand as well. Please, everybody stand involved in Gallery. I will also say that we have a lot of support from staff here as well. We could not make the show happen without them either. They do everything from cleaning the windows to putting out the food tables, just anything we ask for. Somebody is willing to step in and do it from the staff, so thanks to them as well. I also want to call out, I forgot to thank our gallery artists. I know we have at least one here today, so if you don't mind giving a round of applause for our gallery artists here. And Joan, there we go, Mary Ellen. Okay. Now, more about Gallery 56, all the stuff that happens behind the scenes. We recruit new artists and jury them in May. We had 40-ish artists that we applied to jury, and I honestly don't remember how many we accepted, but we do run the jury process to keep the quality of the show very high. Paperwork flowed, including invitations and forms to artists, check-in forms, public invitations, advertising, and publicity. A lot of publicity this year. The church was reconfigured and put back together again with the unending patience and graciousness of the staff. We had approximately 3,200 pieces of art from about 150 artists, and that was checked in, entered into the computer database, and then displayed beautifully throughout the church. So the result was, as always, a stunning show of the finest in arts and crafts that the region has to offer. And best of all, our community came together. The community from outside the church came, appreciated, and purchased, as did most of the individuals in this hall, I bet. In the end, we grossed about $50,000. It's a little better than last year, and we had fewer artists and pieces. After the artists took their 2/3 and we paid our bills, we plan to give the church around $12,300. So let's celebrate that. So from everyone involved, thank you so much for your contributions to the gallery. And don't forget, if you've not been involved before, we have a job for you. We have something for everybody. So please plan on volunteering next year and not taking vacation October 23 through 27, which is when we will hold gallery next year. And if you have questions about gallery, please see any one of us. We now have these beautiful burgundy aprons. You can always tell the directors, or see anybody who is involved in the process who stood up today. They'd be happy to talk to you about gallery. So thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Beth, and the gallery team. Now, as you're comfortable, please rise to greet your neighbors and welcome our visitors. Perhaps some here have outgrown mystery. Maybe you have doubts about Santa or forgotten the magic of a newborn child. One might easily lose touch with all in the struggle to do it all or simply to survive. Hear now this invitation to open yourself to surprise today and be ready to greet unexpected delights. What star shall shine on you? What child remind you that all can be touched by glory? What gifts can you give? How will you join the holy story? Come and let us worship.
I'd like to thank Reverend Amy Russell, our assistant minister. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm Leanne Luskin. Hi there. I use she, her pronouns. I'm the director of Lifespan Faith Formation here at First UU. I have the delight and honor of serving our children and youth and families, and I just am so warmed to see all of you here today, so thank you. Our assistant minister, Reverend Amy Russell, has offered us this practice drawn from the tradition of Christian Advent of lighting a candle every Sunday in December. We are calling this our peace candle. During Advent, it is a time of darkness, of silence, of waiting, and we light candles. And we are a candle lighting people. And these are certainly candle lighting times. So as we prepare ourselves to hear this story of a poor, vulnerable, displaced family in an oppressed and occupied land, the land that is today Palestine and Israel, let us hear loud and clear the message of hope and peace and liberation that the humble arrival of this child brought then, and the message of hope and peace and liberation that every child carries if we will open our hearts to listen. So light all the candles you can. And I share with you these words from Howard Thurman. I will light candles this Christmas, candles of joy despite all the sadness, candles of hope where despair keeps watch, candles of courage where fear is ever present, candles of peace for tempest-tossed days, candles of grace to ease heavy burdens, candles of love to inspire all of my living, candles that will burn all the year long. So let us settle in to hear this powerful story. Our kids have worked hard. I'm really excited to share this with you. Is everyone ready? All right, let us begin. Why do we celebrate Christmas? As Unitarian Universalists, many of us believe that Jesus was a human being, that he was an inspired spiritual teacher and compelling social revolutionary. Many of us do not believe Jesus was a divine savior sent to redeem us from our sins. If Jesus was the child of God, many of us believe he was so, only in the way that every human being is a child of the holy. So why do we celebrate Christmas? Some of us do celebrate the story of the only Son of God come to save the world, and that belief is most welcome here today. For others of us, the culture in which we live tells this story over and over. So it has become part of our consciousness, if not necessarily our belief, and we gather to experience it once again. But it's not only the Christian religion that needs to tell this story over and over. We, as a Unitarian Universalist people of faith, also need to tell this story over and over. Why? Because like all great religious myths that have been told through the ages, this night and this story hold essential spiritual truths. As Ernest H. Sommerfeld once wrote, we believe that some stories deserve to live forever because of what they tell us about ourselves and our world. The angels, singing an anthem of peace and goodwill, deserve to be heard forever because they are the angels in human hearts. The humble shepherds who had hearts to receive a message of joy deserve to live to the end of time. They remind us of our responsibility to make this world into a better place. Our wise people, so faithfully seeking the way of a star, deserve to go in search again each year as long as years shall be, for they are the story of our quest for what is best in ourselves, in each other, and in our broken and beautiful world. This is the story we are now going to tell once more. So let us enter together by singing, O come, Emmanuel. You may rise if you'd like.
We're going to tell a story that we may have heard before. It's a story about a baby born a long, long time ago. But it could be a story about a baby being born this very moment. A long, long, long time ago, in a city far, far away from here, there lived an emperor named Caesar Augustus. He ruled over almost the entire world. One day, the emperor called together his advisors and said,
I need more money to fund my armies. Send out soldiers to all the lands. They must tell the people that no matter where they are now, they must journey back to the town they were born, and everyone must sign their name in a big book and pay me tax.
In one of those places, a place called Galilee, there were two teenagers, Mary and Joseph. Mary and Joseph were young. They loved each other, and Mary was about to have a baby. Mary and Joseph had to travel a long, long time for many, many days, and they were so very, very tired. They wanted to rest and sleep. When they got to Bethlehem, they tried to find a room to rent for the night, but every place had a sign out front that said no vacancy. There was no room for them anywhere. Everyone turned away from them and said, "You are not welcome here." Joseph was scared that they'd have no place to sleep. Finally, one innkeeper said,
I'll let you sleep in my stable out back, but you need to know that the stable is old and not very clean. It is the place my animals stay, the donkey, the cows, and the goats. It smells kind of bad, but you will be safe for the night.
You should have gotten a little interactive bag on your way in. So if you could take that out now. In your bag, you will find a heart sticker. All right, hearts in hand. In our story, no one had any room. Their hearts were closed. Then one person, the innkeeper, decided to help. They didn't do it perfectly, but they found a way to make some room. This is a story about opening our hearts and making room for anyone who needs to be cared for. So I invite you to take that heart sticker and hold it in front of your own heart, and please repeat these words after me. May this heart help me remember that I am like the innkeeper. May this heart help me remember that I can open my heart to others. And now, if you could please give that heart sticker to someone on your left or right or near you, and they can give you theirs. And we have a short hymn for which you can remain seated. This is Open My Heart.
And so it was that while they were there in this stable, Mary gave birth to her son, who she wrapped him in a clean cloth and laid him in the manger. Later that night, both Mary and Joseph felt cold, but there were no warm clothes for anyone in the stable. Joseph didn't know what to do. Would his family shiver all through that long, cold night?
When people do not have enough money because they do not get paid enough, even though they work very hard, or there aren't enough jobs for everyone, when we do not have enough money for the very important basics of life like food, clothing, and shelter, we worry and we're scared. But sometimes, some of us have enough or even a little extra money and food and clothing, and so we decide to share with those who do not. This is how we take care of each other and express our love. Today, some of us brought some warm clothes, socks or gloves and hats and scarves to share with people who might not have a home or enough money for warm clothes. As we prepare to share these gifts, our drummer will come forward to remind us that no matter how young or old we may be, we all have gifts to share with each other. Our drummer reminds us that from you I receive, to you I give, together we share, and from this we live. And now, drummer, a drum roll, please. Yes. As we help keep Jesus warm, we know that there are people who will soon receive gifts of our sharing. After the service, we will be donating these items to Home Again Richmond to share with kids and grown-ups who need them. And we'd like to share a song with you that the kids have been working on the ASL signs for. So if you could sign along as you can. This is From You I Receive. Now, if you have brought warm items with you today, you're welcome to please bring those forward. And I'd also like to mention our Share the Plate this month is for our Minister's Discretionary Fund. It breaks my heart how many people come in here during the week looking for help with rent, with food, assistance for their kids, for school, because people know that we are a church who helps, that we help people. And so supporting our Minister's Discretionary Fund allows us to help people both in our faith community and out in the broader community of Richmond. So let's boost that fund because it dwindles quickly when people need rent money and money for medicine and food. Thank you. Look at all these warm clothes. And yes, thank you. There are a few ways you can contribute to the Minister's Discretionary Fund today. You'll see those on the screen, and also our ushers have some baskets, so if you'd like to place a check or cash in the basket, we will very gratefully receive your donation and take it out into the world.
Now in this story, and in the same country, there were shepherds living out in the fields, keeping watch over their flocks by night. Their flocks were made of sheep and cows and goats, and the shepherds took good care of them. They kept them together so that they didn't get lost. If one did wander away and get lost, a shepherd would always go and find it. It was very, very dark out there in the field, and very cold, and sometimes very dangerous. Shepherds are people who care for other living things. In our story today, the shepherds care for the sheep out in the fields. But each one of us is like a shepherd. We need to take great care of each other and make sure that the smallest of us are watched over. We help each other and make sure everyone is taken care of and feels part of this loving community. We make sure that no one is ignored and especially that no one is picked on. We help keep each and everyone safe.
You have a cotton ball in your bag. If you could take that out, please. In our story, the shepherds stay close to their flock, sometimes with a gentle hand guiding them, feeling the softness of their wool. Please hold this cotton ball in front of your heart and repeat these words after me. May this softness help me remember.
May this softness help me remember
That I am like a shepherd.
that I am like a shepherd.
May this softness help me remember.
May this softness help me remember
That I need to care for others.
that I need to care for others.
So in a moment, not quite yet, I will want us to take our cotton balls and give that to someone who's not part of our family or someone we didn't arrive here with today. We do this to symbolize the caring we share with one another in our church community and in the world. We do this to symbolize that we always want to be able to find each other, and we always want to be found. So please find someone and share. And while you do that, we will sing the first Noel.
In this story, and in the same country where there were shepherds living out in the fields, behold, an angel stood before them, and the glory of Spirit shone all around. The angel said to them,
Not be afraid, for I bring you good news of great joy for all people. For a baby is born in the city of Bethlehem, and this will be the sign to you. You'll find an ordinary baby sleeping in a manger. He's so poor he's sleeping out with the animals. But there's just great love inside this baby. There's great love inside each of you. This baby will grow up and try to show us how to live in peace and how to love each other. He will show us how we can each be saviors for this world.
And suddenly the sky was filled with angels singing beautiful songs and saying, "Glory to God in the highest, and on earth peace, goodwill among all people."
Let us become part of the sky filled with angels. You may take the halo out of your bag. With our hearts full and our hearts open, we place our halos on our heads as we say these words. Oh, you're beautiful. May this halo help me to remember that I am surrounded by love. And may this halo help me remember that I am love. And we become part of the angel song. If you'd like to rise, we can sing Angels We Have Heard on High.
Now, after Jesus was born in Bethlehem, wise people from the east came to Jerusalem asking, "Where is he who has been born? For we have seen his star in the east, and we have come to pay homage." These three wise people came from a faraway land, a land that was probably Iran or Iraq. They had seen a bright star in the sky and had followed it to the stable. "We followed the star," they said, "because we knew it would lead to a place where all people would be treated kindly, no matter what land they come from, no matter what they believe, no matter what their skin color might be, no matter what religion they practice, no matter who they love, and no matter how they create a family. That kind of place, these kind of people are what we have come to find."
Now please take your star out of your bag. And with your star, where your thoughts and feelings meet, we repeat these words. May this star remind me of the brightness and wisdom that is with me wherever I may go. Now you can put this star somewhere on you, on your face, wherever you feel moved. And we will sing We Three Kings. You may rise if you'd like. You may be seated. On that day, the wise ones brought with them gifts, traditional gifts of gold and frankincense and myrrh. But today we have something a bit more practical, something that would have helped this family and will help other families. We have our warm gifts to keep baby Jesus and his family warm.
Once the three wise ones had offered their gifts, there was a loud scurrying sound. Animals, great and small, drawn by the bright star and all of the visitors who were coming, wanted to see the little baby sleeping in the manger. All living creatures share our earth home with us and are part of our earth family. As we prepare to sing, O Little Town of Bethlehem, I invite our little ones dressed as animals to come forward and sit or stand on the steps and become part of our pageant. If our animals are feeling shy, we invite their grown-ups to come with them up to the stable.
If you would like to, there are some animal costumes. So anyone who would like to come join, throw some cow ears on and come on up.
We invite you to take out the final item in your bag, your candle. You can light that on the bottom when you're ready. And that is what happened on the first Christmas Eve. Jesus was born. A loving family surrounded him. Friends gathered to celebrate him, and others came as well, because they believed there was so much goodness inside all of us. And this is the belief that we hold right now in this moment. The blessing of each of our hearts, ears to hear music, eyes to behold light, hands to build true peace on earth, and hold each other in love. A baby named Jesus was in a place where love was the most important gift of all, and we gather and live in that place too. We are wrapped in that light and that love, and we lift up our hands and hearts and voices in song. This is the end of one story and the beginning of another and another and another.
And now I invite you to rise with your candles. We will sing This Little Light of Mine, and let's hear it for our young. Want to take a bow? Want to take a bow?
What a wonderful day. And let's give it up for the youth again. What a wonderful job. Also for the parents and caregivers who made this all possible. And last but certainly not least, for our fabulous Leanne Lunskin. This is why I love this place so much, because of all of you and my fabulous staff and these wonderful kids. Thank you so much for supporting these young folks this morning. I'm sorry you sat back down because you had to get back up again for the benediction. So please rise for the benediction. Spirit of the Holy dwells in each of us. The Spirit of love dwells in each of us. May the flames in our hands remind us that eternal love dwells in our hearts. May the flames in our hands remind us that the Spirit of life dwell among us as we gather as a faith community. May the flames in our hands remind us that the arc of the universe needs our embodied love and faith to bend towards justice. And let us sing our closing song, Deck the Halls. Hope to see you next Sunday.